Alright, well, we're back with Resident Evil 3. I'm gonna probably finish it tonight. Um, I don't know how much longer it is, but, yeah. Yeah, we left off with Jill in the hospital last I remember. So let's see. How much ammo did I have? Oh yeah, this is the burst pistol, but I don't know if I want to keep it. Because the other one had, the laser sight. Yeah. Or not the laser sight, but it's got, the thing on it. A couple things on it. Namely, this thing is just a lot more accurate. So, we'll see. Did I leave anything around by chance? I doubt it. Nope, nothing. Alright. What was that? Nothing. Okay. Just a funny little duffel bag. Alright. Oh, shit. That's not where I want to go yet. There were a couple of things that, could be picked. I hope nothing has spawned since good old Carlos came through. Oh shit. I don't think I got the box over here yet. I mean, I did before, but I think I gotta get it again. Oh no, it's there. Okay. I don't know how to get there. We'll see. Map. Okay, yeah, there's something over there. Oh, fuck. Holy shit. That scared the shit out of me. Just bust through a door like that. Hey, nice. Map. Okay. So if we can find our way into the courtyard then. So we'd have to go down and then through there. Yeah. Very surprised that thing died in like 3 hits. What the fuck? There's no way over? Huh. Alright, I guess we go upstairs then. Gotta move my keyboard so it's not so uncomfortable. Were both of those areas blocked off before? Yeah, they must have been. Map. Okay, so there's probably something around here that needs to be lockpicked. Oh, it's a save room, okay. I don't remember. I know there's a bunch of zombies that are... Oh, hello. Yep. Hello, sir. Ma'am. Sirm. Oh, he's dead. Alright. He's definitely dead. Alright. God, this is really uncomfortable. There we go. Better placement. Okay, that one's dead. That room's cleared, okay. Let me just go this way. Okay, so there's 2 areas to jump over.
I think I can squeeze by.
Oh, okay. Well, that works. Carlos couldn't crawl through here, which is funny, because he's not that big. Alright. Oh, we got a deagle. The lightning hawk. Shit. Second. Alright, I'm back. What's up? How you doing? Sorry about that. I had to do something. Tab. Shit. Oh, mag ammo. Shit. Wait, can't I combine those? Oh, fucking A. That's so infuriating. Oh, looks like I gotta go through this again. Well, now that you already beat it almost twice, now we can, now you don't gotta worry about spoilers. There's a box room up here. I'll put it up in there. So, you got any complaints about this game like it seems everybody else does? 7.5 mile walk, now your skin's hot? Damn. Uh-oh. Yeah, I want to back out of that. That's not what I meant to do. There's a save room back here, I think it was. Yeah, I gotta get back into exercising. I gotta clean out my basement a little bit so I can set up my bench and stuff. We'll put that away for now. Oh, wait. No, wrong way. I keep forgetting how to navigate this. There we go. Good thing I came back this way. The question is, how good is the deagle gonna be?
Guaranteed to give you a headache.
Let me equip that to this spot. Oh boy, that's gonna be a slow load. Or a slow aim, I mean. Missing some stuff. Feels short, but you loved it. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling about it. I just don't... I think a lot of people are just complaining just because. And I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that they changed her clothes, because that's what the initial complaints were in the first place, which I think are goofy.
This looks like Nicola. Nice work.
Okay, can't grab that right now. Fuck is that? These banging sounds. Alright. I guess we go back to the other box room and put this away. Or something away. Yeah, I don't understand why so many people... Oh, shit! Oh, that's a one-shot. Oh, boy. I didn't... Oh. Oh, shit. Well, I'm gonna save the rest of that ammo, shit. Let's put that away for now. Then we'll go back and get that explosive component. Fucking... What's his face? Hannibal Buress right there is just... Gotta be like, what the fuck are you doing? You should probably go down to where you're supposed to go. The fucking city's gonna blow up. Alright. I like to be thorough. Did I miss anything upstairs? How do I check upstairs? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, I did miss stuff up there. Shit. Well, there's a box room up there, so... Is this the way? I think this is the way. Yeah. Good thing I came back to grab that. Replayability, you unlock 2 extra difficulties. If you beat Hardcore, you unlock Nightmare. After that, you unlock Inferno. Is Inferno just where you're constantly on fire? You're just bumbling around on fire. Oh, there we go. So is that... Yeah, that's that room done. So let's go down to the sick room. The linen room and all that. Okay. Yeah. I think people need to really get past the idea that, that short equals bad when it comes to games. Okay, he's dead. Alright. Well. Shit. There is that box room here. So we're gonna go store some stuff again, I guess. Can't complain about this game. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to me, I'm just like, objectively, I don't get why people are shitting on it. Like, I don't know if it's like, if it's as good, quote unquote, as the RE2 remake, but it's like, it's a completely different game, and considering the source material was essentially an add-on to RE2 in the first place, I don't know if I can bitch about it. This game on the hardest difficulty got the S plus rank on RE2 and it wasn't even fun. Yeah, you know, people, people like to talk shit about people playing on lower difficulties, and some games you're not really supposed to have a lower difficulty, so I understand that, but sometimes I just want to have fun when I'm playing a game, which is like the main reason that I don't play on higher difficulties. We'll store that for now. Long RE3 was short because the original was short, yeah. Yeah. People would have bitched if they added a bunch of stuff too. Like, go into the sick room and the treatment room. Yeah, because the sick room's got that shotgun powder. I love that all the doors are just now permanently unlocked. Got a bad feeling that something's gonna attack me. Alright, this isn't the room, it's in the treatment room. What do we got in here? What did we miss? Rather, what was placed here after we left? Oh, there we go. Alright. Okay. And now we can jump down here. Ow! There we go. And now we can progress. Yeah, that's the one thing that I really would rather they do with the PS5 is just add backwards compatibility. Because not having backwards compatibility in this day and age is kinda shit. But I don't know. I'm excited to try the PS5 controller. Because I know people are like, that thing's ugly. I don't think it's really ugly. I like the way it looks. That's just me. But I'm excited to try the haptic feedback and all that stuff with it. Let's store that. Pull that out. Combine. Boop. There we go. Throw that away. What? We've used the lockpick for everything now? Wow. Oh, wait, why wouldn't I mix these? Store. Pull that back out. We'll pull that back out for now. Alright. Let me just save so that we got all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, I just want backwards compatibility for the sake of playing, like, multiplayer games if they keep the servers up, because I know, like, Black Ops 1, you could play that on Xbox One with backwards compatibility. And I don't know. I think that that's something that I wish we could do with PS5 just for the sake of keeping the games alive. Because, like, Modern Warfare 2 and things like that, unless they do remasters, those games are essentially dead. Because all the fucking servers are just bogged down with hackers.
This must
It's
be the
sad.
road.
What do you pick? I guess I gotta go with Jill. A night in a spooky haunted mansion with Jill. Although I suppose I'd probably die. What am I doing? I'm trying to reload. Fuck. I must be near the end. I hear a thing. Where are you, sir? Are you in this? There you are. Gotcha. Hee. I wonder how many of those I've missed. Because I feel like every time I've heard one, I've shot it. Boop. This would be fucking frightening to be standing on if it was moving this fast. Like, I feel like your feet would leave the fucking ground.
How is it no one in the hospital ever noticed all this?
That's a good question, Jill. No one ever noticed the spooky, evil basement. Grades of graphics, especially with Minecraft. Oh, nice. Well, that might be with the ray tracing stuff. Because I know Minecraft's getting ray tracing capabilities at the end of this year. I must have to press this. Which I'm excited to try on PC. I'm very excited to try that. Just for the sake of being able to do it. Can I just use that, maybe? No? Shit. Yeah. That's the other thing. Consoles having ray tracing is fucking crazy. Also having solid state drives so that they don't fucking take forever to load everything. Nice. Oh, we can go down and grab that now. Taking forever to load everything, fucking overheating and sounding like fucking jet turbines all the time. That's what I'm excited to not have. Wouldn't it be crazy if every time you went through a door upstairs in these remakes that they went through the same animation that they used to? Just like open the door and it goes super slow. That'd be awful. Funny, but awful. Store that, I guess. Save there. You heard the PS5 overheats? I wouldn't trust anything yet. Especially considering they haven't even unveiled the thing yet, so I'm sure they're making engineering decisions to rectify that. What? Oh, I'd have to jump down there. What did I just put in my pocket? That? Okay. Didn't I pick one up before? Oh, wait. Was there a thing down here? Where the fuck am I? No, there must not be. Huh. The PS4, I know I'm gonna look back on it, like, with fond memories. It has its issues, for sure. But there is still enough on there where I spent so much time with my friends playing PS4 that I won't be able to help it but look back on it fondly. And I mean, most of the issues I have with it are just the fact that it fucking sounds like a jet turbine. Whenever I play Call of Duty or anything, it's just the loudest machine on earth. These guys are gonna stand up. You notice there's not even any blood or bullet holes when I shoot them. They're gonna stand up at some point. The fuck? Oh, did I not press that? Okay, now I can't. Okay. Yeah, see, I never really had much of a problem with the battery life, only because I always keep it plugged in, essentially.
But I'm afraid our games end here.
You think this is over?
I have made a funny thing happen. I made funny fuse blow up. What the fuck? What are you? Look at this dude. Look at his head. Bro. You gotta stop, man. Oh. Jesus. Yeah, see, the thing is, like, I already got the external hard drive adapter. So I think that plays into the loudness as well. Like, 'cause I even have it on a hardwood floor. And that doesn't even help. And you can feel it, and it's pretty cool. But it's still loud as shit. The Pro doesn't do that, though. Which gives me hope for the PS5. Alright. Huh. So I'm guessing this is gonna be like the final big area, right? What's back here? Don't even bother, huge waste of ammo? Alright. I'll try to avoid them then. Hopefully. Holy fuck! Jesus! Ah! Ah! Alright, don't get up. Reload. Yeah, the dev kit looks like it's got a lot of airflow. I seriously doubt that that's gonna be anything like what it's gonna look like finished. I shouldn't be wasting this shotgun ammo.
Dead end. No, wait.
Oh. Why'd she say it like that? A dead end. No. Wait. Herm. What the frick? I had to boop the doggo on the snoot. Am I right? Where is it? I hear you. There you are. Eh. There we go. Okay, but what's up here? No, oh, well, I'll have to come back this way anyway. Boop. What's back here? There's got to be something. There it is. Shell holder. I got the friggin' shell holder. I'm assuming that makes it reload faster. Although realistically that would not be the case, because if you've ever had a plastic shell holder on the side of a shotgun, it is very tough to try to get shotgun shells in and out of it. Like, maybe there's better shotgun shell holders that mount to the side of shotguns than the one that I have used. But the one that I had was very tight. Secret cheat code. Maybe after this. Oh fuck. Fuck you. I'm just looking to see if I'm missing anything. There we go. Oh, ah. Well, hopefully he doesn't come through that door. That'd be frickin' embarrassing, right? Oh, we got one of these. Combine. Whoop. Explosive A. Still don't got another explosive thing yet. Alright. Now I guess... What the fuck? I've just run through this whole area. What? What? I'm so confused. Okay, save. Alright. Where? Standards 13. Think I'd want to survive. Yeah, I wouldn't want to survive that either. That's why you use slugs. You use a slug round. See, the mistake people make is they try to use birdshot. That's not a good idea. Birdshot or buckshot, either of them, not a good idea. You're putting little pellets in your face. Alright. Now, what do you mean by cheat code? spin in a circle, shoot your handgun, up, down, left, right. What? Up, down, left, right. What? I feel like I'm being bullshitted. Let's continue. I don't know if I even want infinite ammo. Did I do it right in the first place? Alright, let's see. No, wrong way. I've been had. I was gonna say, it sounded like that, what's that called? It's not the Konami code, is it? I've been had. You know. Oh, I didn't even think to grab that. Hunt for fuses. A couple more. Oh. I gotta look for the red lights. Right? Good thing the red light's poking through that wall. Gotta figure out a way over there. Did you just make a noise? Huh. Find my way over there. Yeah, because there's a ladder right there, so I gotta figure out how to get up here. Where would there be a way up there? Oh, there's a red light over there too. Is there something over here that I can open? Yeah, there's definitely a fuse over there. I wanted to see if you could get me to do it. Well, you got me to do it. It seemed like bullshit. I was like, how could that possibly even be true? Shooting, because how would they know that you're shooting up, left, right, and down? Like... Am I playing PC? Yeah, that's what made it even more stupid. I was like, how the fuck would they... They're tracking my fucking mouse movements along with my, shots. We'll make it funny. Oh. No, no, no. What did you lose? Everything. Ahaha. Huh. Jill gets crushed by a moving, scissor lift. Ooh. we got a thing. Uh-oh. Big uh-oh. Graphics can be better. I hear a thing. And I know the moment I fucking walk and grab this, something's gonna come busting out. And it's not gonna be very funny. Holy fuck, what the shit? Okay. So that's not fucking cool. Oh shit. Oh boy. Get... Oops. What did I hit? Oh, Jesus! Well, I didn't have to launch that second one, but, Hey. Combine. Uh-oh. Combine. Can reload that at least. And there we go. Nice. Scissor me timbers. Alright, shit. Why don't they just stack the fuses? I'm very surprised I didn't get hurt there. So let's think. Where was the last one again? I remember seeing it, I just don't know where. Down there. Okay. RE2 for Saturn? They... What was... What's it called on? Code Veronica, that was on Dreamcast, right? Yeah, right? Yeah, Code Veronica was Dreamcast. Which I have to say is probably, in my opinion, the ugliest fucking Resident Evil game. Because, I mean, I like the PS1 aesthetic. And I'm sure for its day, Dreamcast looked better. But, like, now, I just feel like it aged like shit. Okay. Can't go that way. Should I follow the yellow lines, maybe? There is no Resident Evil 2 for Saturn. I was gonna say, that doesn't seem like something that I remember. Plain nude Jill mod. I'm good. How the fuck do I get over there? Ladder. Ladder, ladder, ladder. But how do I get to that ladder? The cheat code protected you. Well, you're right. Can't argue with that, if I'm gonna be honest. Praise Hero Brian. Okay. So I gotta get over there somehow. But how? Okay. Yeah, I came through there. So I'll drop this down, I guess. But I feel like I did that already. This is very confusing. At least to my little, you know, peanut brain. Yeah, no, you can't do that kind of shit on YouTube. You'll get, the big ban. Although I know, like, back in the day, you were supposed to be able to, like, post, like, you know, art that featured nudity. But that was, like, you know, for the sake of, what's it called? Like, classic art and shit. How the fuck? How doth one get over there? Let's go back down. I mean, in a thong. Hello neighbor and stream it. We'll see. We'll see, I mean, maybe. Fuck. This is so fucking confusing. Let me put a couple of these in real quick. Just so I got more space. Alright, now I just gotta find how to get there. How would I get over there? Well, gotta start by going up here, because one way or the other I'd have to either get through to the back and come back out that way, or there's another way over here that I'm not seeing. Oh yeah, I know about Hello Neighbor. My friends met the devs to the game before a couple years ago at E3. It's like 2017 or something. Look at that fucking idiot. So I gotta go out a door right there. Whew. Still not dead. What a fucking champ. What door is that? Am I missing a door in there? Oh, shit! Yep. Let's see, can't make anything. Oh, Jesus. That fucking scared me. Dumbass. Look at you, you goofy bitch. Think I might have more Magnum rounds than I do shotgun rounds now.
Here goes.
Alright, here it goes. Ooh. Back up here. Scary white man's gonna be in my face. Yeah. Let's save. Boop. Is there anything in here? Explosive, high-grade gunpowder. Let's store that for a second. Pull that out. Combine. Boom. Take that back out. Combine that. There we go. Making all the moves. Is that a live thing down there? Yep. Who'd have thought? Not me. Ah, fuckface. Dumbass Zambos. Oh shit. God, fuck. When to use them? Should I just never? Wait until the big boy boss comes around.
Shit. He got away.
Of course he got away. Why the fuck would he stay in here? Oh. Unfinished activity log. Engaging a pack. 20 strong. Officers annihilated in 20 minutes. Jeepus. Let's see. Jill always looks wet. She's greasy. 1200. Test run at university. Diverted pack to campus. 64% infection and conversion in 2 hours. No survivors. Successful rendezvous with MV platoon. Yep. A male infected and female. Bioweapon is pursuing the female. Alright. Hannibal Buress.
Tyrell.
Whack.
I got through. They're willing to negotiate. They'll call off the strike if, and this is one big ass if, we can deliver the vaccine to them before they launch.
Hannibal Buress
How long do we
also
have?
looks fucking...
Hours, maybe.
Then let's
Looks
not
like he
waste
just
any more
jumped out of a
This
pool.
way. We'll find the vaccine up ahead.
Alright, sounds good, friend. Why do I gotta walk? This looks like the laser hallway from
Sure you
the
don't need
Resident
stuff?
Evil movie.
And do what? I got your back.
All right. Let's get this done.
Don't die, man. No! Well, there he goes. Man, how the fuck did this... How did Nemesis sneak into this shit?
Keep going. We're almost there.
Well,
No.
at least he wanted me to, like, live, you know? Oh, shit. That is the only thing I'll say about this game is, like, they take a lot of agency away from you by constantly throwing cutscenes in. Oh, Jesus. Fucking black light get just covered in fucking nut. Sir? Okay, you're good. Oh. No, you're good. You're gonna come back for sure, because you didn't bleed. Ah, here we go. Just use that real quick. Let's see, what do we get? What do we got? I'll take one more of those. What's here? Employee regulations. Nest 2 employees. Nest 2 map. Nice. Oh, we're missing something in here. What are we missing? There it is. There it is. Is that an SCP sign back there? It's gonna get chased down by that fucking thing that, that thing that only moves when you're not looking at it. Locked. Frig. You seem... Yep, who'd have thought? Just... Jesus. Damn, bitch! Taking a lot of shots. Alright, you're good. Yep. Well, he's been penetrated. Oh boy. His head turned to black sludge. Isaac Graves. Pay was generous, the benefits were good. Most importantly, they promised me I'd be contributing to state-of-the-art medical tech research. For a university teacher stuck working in nowhere America, it was a golden opportunity, like winning the lottery, so I went for it. Blah, 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 blah. Hindsight is 20/20. Because this lab is a den of monsters and blah, blah, blah. Got my wife and daughter into this. Just need to do my job, do as I'm told for their sake. Uh-oh. Resident Evil 3. Didn't you read the title, Justin? Dying Light. Yeah. Okay, was there a reason to come back here? Wait, did I not pick that up even? Wow, I really knifed that thing and didn't even pick up what I broke it for. Oops. You look like a... Oh, you're just a dude. Look at that poor fella. That guy's like fucking 20. That guy's like 20 and he's already dead because of Umbrella. These guys are all gonna stand back up 100%. Guaranteed. It's funny because you would probably have fun with Dying Light too. Antigen adjuvant are required. Alright. Well, we need adjuvant and adjuvant.
Begin vaccine synthesis. Place the materials in the chamber.
Place the materials in the chamber. The people died from corona come back to life after. That's a good point, Justin.
Synthesis? I have to make it myself? Alright, gotta figure this out.
Which one of these hoes is gonna come back first?
Override key successfully generated.
What's here?
Override key removed.
Oh. Shit. Holy frickin' heck. Alright, we got more of those. Combine those with that. Boop. We got ourselves a flash drive. Probably USB type 1. Because, you know, it's 1998. frankly, that USB looked like really high quality for the year. I can't go in there. Okay, so we got... Oh wait, no. We go back to that red door now. Were there even USBs back in 1998? I don't know. I don't know. Let's look it up. When were USB drives? Ports. Let's just go with ports. 1994. Yeah, so there were. They were relatively new, but I mean, a big old facility like this would have USB. Still using floppy disks in 1998. I was still using, I would say a Leapfrog, but I don't even know if those were out. Use. There we go.
Override.
What a weird angle to put that in. Oh, fuck. Okay, yep. I should have dashed into him. Fuck. God damn it. You bald piece of shit. Get the fuck off. God damn. I see you, you creepy bastard. Look at him. I should have waited for that, but... Ah, fuck you. Oh, fuck. Alright, alright, alright. Boop, boop, boop. Keep moving. Hello, sir and ma'am. You look like a zombie. Yep. Saw that coming. You don't. You look like a man. Yep, you're a man. Alright. What the fuck?
Antigen sample.
Antigen, okay. Hey. Where the fuck are we? I hear a booble. There you are. Serial ports. Serial ports. I feel like I'm pretty sure I do, if I'm thinking of the right thing. Fuck you. Fucking Jesus! Oh my god. These fuckers are all over. Jesus, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. Jesus. I just said Jesus like 40 times. Holy fuck. That scared the ever-loving shit out of me. Take that out, combine it again with that. There we go. Combine that with that. Whew. Alright. So, where do we go now? Let's see. Oops. Alright, so if we go through there and then go through that way, that's probably where we gotta go. So we still gotta go through here, but... Get the fuck... What the fuck, man? How did he hurt me that bad? Jesus! Leave me the fuck alone! Fuck! These things are the fucking worst. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, alright. Should have waited to grab that, I guess. Don't stand up, bald man. That's a zombie. Okay. You in the incubation hub. You better not fucking stand up. If you walk, they won't hear you? Really? Oh, well that would help.
This must be what powers it.
You thought. He's giving me the cuck face. Yeah, you don't got a face anymore though. The ports and the pins with them. Pins in them. Yeah, I thought it was something with pins in it, but I'm probably thinking of the wrong thing. Or are they the ones like that like the PS2 used?
Tyrants.
Look at his fucking head. Somebody pushed in on his soft spot. Look at his fucking traps. Jesus. I'm guessing they become more... Oh, nope. Nope. Nope, that one's fucked up too. That one's the good one. Nope. Nope, he's got one fucked up trap. Are any of you... high quality? Nope, you're all fucked up. Jesus. What do we got here? Ah, shit. Oh boy. I don't got room for anything. Let's keep moving. Missed a briefcase. Oh. Let's see. Is that Elephant Man? I'm gonna need to go to the save room. Unless there's another one up ahead. Cause like I've got a bunch of shit in my pocket that I can't get rid of. Oh, there's that one. Oh. Shit. Oh boy. All this stuff in my pocket. I am human. Should I just blow the fucked up chemo patients out of the way? Alright, now you're certain they aren't gonna attack me, right? Fucking chief! Oh my god! Where the fuck did he come from? Fuck you. You're... oh my god. Oh boy. Oh fucking boy. Oh fucking boy. Just die. Just don't. Alright. Whew. Missed another one in the room I left. I'll go back for him. I gotta put shit in the containers. Or in the box. Them fuckers scared the shit out of me. Alright, store. She's holding them with her cheeks. I could have sworn there were more. Huh. Is there anything in this room? There must be. What am I missing? Oh, there we go. Enough cock writing time for the taste test. Jesus. Oh, there's one. Okay. I see it. What do we got here? Fuck, man. I'm not gonna have room for fucking anything. God. I hate that shift and tab both go to or when you hold them both at the same time, or press them both, I mean, at the same time, you wind up going to the Steam menu. It's awful. You created suicide bomb dogs? Jesus. I feel like I shouldn't use anything yet. Shit. God, fuck, man. I gotta keep putting shit away. It's the worst. Every time. At least it's not like a scary walk anymore, because I killed everything. Let's put that away. And let's put that away. What is up with this fucking piano? Really weird. Always change it to bring up the Steam overlay. Yeah, I probably should. Because it's fucking awful. Because it's like if I'm sprinting and then I try to go to my menu, it always brings it up. It's the worst. Alright. Yeah, and then I can combine that for more ammo. You're good. Got anything? Nope. Just the same boy that's dead downstairs. What do we got here? Oh boy, fucking shit. Nope. Not today, hoe bags. Fuck, man. Can y'all just fucking die? Jesus. You're the fucking worst. Please. Stay dead. Alright, you all gotta be dead, right? Yep. Alright, we're all good. At least I can do that now. Alright. Making progress. Bitch. Yeah, ha ha ha. You thought. USB used to be slow as hell. I only don't remember it that way because that's just the way everything was. Everything used to be too fucking slow. Yummy.
Combined with antigens to increase immune system response.
Expression of concern. Do Umbrella Europe for completing Nemesis. Oh. Introducing a parasitic organism into Tyrant's brain to gain external control of it. Huh. Shift away from... yeah. Viruses can be kept in check. I believe an effective vaccine can be developed for any virus on Earth with abundant funding. Yeah. Can you say the same for parasites? So, what? They lose control of it and that's why?
The nemesis.
This whole time I was calling him... Jeff. Fuck. More stuff I can't pick up. Is Nemesis gonna attack me in here? Wouldn't that be crazy? Mix the vaccine. Oh. Oh, well there we go. Whoops. Go back up, Jill. Go back up. Fuck. I don't want to be horny. I want to be happy. Thank you for quoting Tommy Veracidi. However you pronounce that. Thank you. Hunters are going to jump out. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. All these tubes. Huh. How many of them? Oh. Fuck. Oh shit. Alright. Oh fuck. Oh god. Ooh. Not today, brother. You're all dying. Like 5? Oh, it's just 3, right? Unless they jump out after. Alright, we're good. We're good. Time to not get murdered on the way back. Hopefully. Are there just a bunch of tyrants in these bags? That's what this is. There's... Oh my god. That's a lot of tyrants. Umbrella just really does not give a shit, huh? They're just like, wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't it be fucking funny if we just had 200 tyrants all walking together? Wouldn't that be fucking hilarious? What am I missing in this room? I'm missing something. We'll have a funny army of men in fedoras and trench coats. Little did they know that their super soldiers would become bronies. Ah, there we go. That's what I was missing this whole time. Alright. Everybody stay dead. We can come... Oh, wait. Oops. Combine with that? Nice. Okay. So we got that, badoo. Could probably take one of these out. Might as well take those out so I can just put them on there. Can combine that with... Well, can't do that. Take that out, combine it with that. Boom, combine that with that. Man, we are making progress. The T-Boys. Do they have like... It's like a dance crew. The Tyrant Dance Crew. It's like the doors from Monsters, Inc. You just open up one of the bags and it's just a portal to a room where a tyrant's sleeping in bed and he's terrified of monsters. Umbrella is fueled by tyrant screams. Yeah, I don't think I want to watch Resident Evil hentai. That'd be awful. Boop. Oh. Uh-oh. Wait. What? Oops. I did it.
Vaccine.
I don't understand.
Synthesis complete. Please remove the vaccine canister.
I don't know how I did that. Completely by accident. Ooh, we're gonna inject glow stick. Good thing I had this in my pocket still, huh? Hey, what's up, Fennec? How you doing? Where did that creepy, hentai tentacle come from? Finishing making content? Nice. Your back hurts? Sitting in the computer chair too long? Yeah, the glow stick vaccine, yeah. It's the raver's favorite medicine. Oh shit. Ooh. Oh, he can't possibly survive that. Just like he couldn't have possibly survived the last 10 times. Oops. Do I hold it or press it? I hold it. Huh. This is strange. That was odd. What a weird fucking segment. Just keep holding forward and crawl. Oh, we got a lot of boom booms. Boom boom kadoom booms. Should I just like... Should I get rid of the knife? Like, put it in the box? I don't feel like I'm using it very often. What should I do? What should we do? Put that away for now. Don't hold back for this fight. Alright. That's the sound of Magnum rounds. Stop, Neko. Jesus. Ugh. Oh, I should save. I don't know if I just did, but I'll do it again if I didn't. Goodbye, Carlos. Save. Oh, what's this? Disposal center. Potent solvents used will ensure that any biological matter within the vat, living or dead, is completely dissolved and ready for disposal. Okay. So what? Are we gonna dissolve Nemesis? Really? Come on. Let's store that for a second. Pull that out. Am I out of shotgun rounds? I think I am. Yep. Fuck. Alright. Let's go through and reload everything if we can. One more round of that. Wait. Fuck. Store again. Go grab that. There we go. Alright, all set. You can draw and make it a reality. I'm good. Put knife up, you say? Alright, I'll do that. Yeah, because the only time I'm using it now is to open boxes. Hello. Whoa. Yeah, no, I think I'm good. I don't want to... I'm not trying to draw monster hentai. Let's see. Nothing over here. Empty space. Nope. Nope, not happening. Oh my god. No, don't lose the glow stick. Wouldn't it be funny if I step on your fingers? It was you all along doing that on DeviantArt, Neko, huh?
Now I know you can't put a price on life. But I'm in this business.
Dude, if you were hanging by your fingers and somebody was fucking stepping on your fingers, your fingernails would be fucked. Like, I can just feel my fingernails, like, fucking basically just, you know that thing they do if you hit your fingernail hard enough, it bruises and then starts to die. You can just feel it. Ugh. I don't like it. Jill is the pizza roll, and the monster is me. Jesus. Fuck! I thought you were joking, bro. Come on, bro. Equip. What is this? Alright. No. 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 Nope. I don't think it's funny when you run at me, Oh, yeah. Frankly, I find it disrespectful. And I also don't like that you have a tongue arm. Kinda gross. Oh shit. Alright, we're still good first. Oh, okay, we're still good. Still good. Oh, I missed. Am I dead? I might be dead. Nope, not yet. Not yet. We're okay. Alright, we're good. Alright. You're a hoe bag, Mr. Nemesis.
Jill, is that you?
What?
Carlos?
You're okay?
Good idea.
It's, did his fucking... Did he just make that shrieking sound? His mouth opened and walkie-talkie sound came out. And... Oh. Oh, he's doing the thing.
Watch it, you've got company.
You got company. Fuck.
He's hiding behind Take 8.
Got him. Oh, shit. That's who you meant. I thought you were talking about him. Fuck. Oh, shit. Well, good thing I missed hitting his... Oh, oops. That's... Uh-oh. He just fucking motorboats me and throws me off to the side. Kind of fucked up. Alright. Please don't send zombies. That didn't catch him?
Number 4.
Where's... There it is. Alright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. This is not good. Oh.
Got some more incoming.
Stay dead.
Number 2.
There we go. Alright, fella. Come down. Oh. He's got this?
Not what I intended to do.
Oh, shit.
But I'll take it.
No. Ah, ah. Carlos, you fucked me. You ruined this. You piece of shit. I can't get out of the corner. Carlos, you motherfucker. You know, I think we need to kill Carlos. Frankly. Alright, I'm gonna grab more healing items. Just because I would have been able to finish it if that hadn't happened. Let's grab that. Pizza roll consumed. Alright, we can do it. I still... Watch when Carlos first talks. It's like he shrieks. Like he leans over the banister and just goes terrifying. Can we bullets? There we go. Oh shit. No. All right. Well, okay, cool. Oh, no. God damn it, Jill. All right.
Jill, is that you?
Carlos?
He shrieks.
Good idea.
What the fuck is that? Oh god. Alright. Gotta kill these guys.
You've got company.
Alright.
He's hiding behind King Gate. Now.
Oh shit. Leave me alone. All right.
Here comes some more.
Okay. God damn.
Number one.
Where?
I got this.
Oh, he's already fucking hurt then. I should probably use that.
Not what I intended to hit. Well, I'll take it.
Oh shit. Oh. He's dead? Is he dead? No? Oh shit. Oh god. No. God damn it. Oh my god. No. Open the menu. Jesus. Fuck. Fucking hey, Jill.
Got some more incoming. On your right.
Oh. Okay. Alright. Oh my god. Fuck! Come on, Jill. Fuck! This is insane, man. Is he dead? Fuck.
Jill. Here comes a crane. Use it to climb up.
Why is he a dog? Who knows? Oh, come on.
Come on.
Jill, get back.
Oh, man. He just got caught in the jaw. I love it.
I'm gonna melt this fucker into mush.
Nice. Nice. He's now become a blood pool.
Okay, I'll meet you up ahead.
Jesus, Neko, draw the monster giving birth.
I have to get that vaccine back.
Okay. Yeah, we can keep moving for a second. Alright. Take that. Take that. Should be good for now. Oh. Do we have any gunpowder? Nope. Where can we save? Right there. Neko, you got a problem. Weapon spec sheet. Ferromagnetic infantry use, next generation railgun. Finger? Finger? It's called the Finger? My finger points. Oh boy. We're gonna use some. Uh-oh.
It's done. Give me the vaccine.
Just shoot him.
Son of a bitch.
No. You think money. I like money. We shall make ours an ongoing arrangement. Now drop the gun.
Why would I drop it? Why wouldn't I just shoot you? Oh boy. Nemesis got big, huh? He's a giant slug.
Have you ever seen anything so incredible? The data on this would be worth millions. But well, you know how it is. City's about to explode, and you can't put a price on life. Good luck.
Good luck, have fun.
Jill!
Go after Nikolai. He's got the vaccine.
What about you?
We're running out of time. I've got this.
I know you do.
Look, just so you know, this is the last fucking time.
You would not have time to say any of this. Oh, he just did the okay hand symbol. You see that? Wow, he's racist dog whistling or something. I'd have to guess that, I'd have to guess that I gotta shoot him in the fucking heart.
Nothing's phasing it.
Herm.
I need a more powerful weapon.
Huh. What should I do? Oh. Well. Lord have mercy. I don't think you're living through this, brother. Kaboom.
Please reactivate power source.
Reactivate power sources.
Damn, it needs power.
She is fucking strong. Jesus. Must get.
Felt that, did you? How about some more?
That's pretty funny when I shoot him in the side like that. He doesn't expect it. You know what I mean? It's pretty hilarious. Oop! Nope, not what I meant. Stop punching me, bro. Please, Jill. Okay. Let's shoot these pustules, please. How am I supposed to push that one over there?
2 power sources remaining. 1 power source remaining.
One funny power source remaining. Frankly,
Go ahead! I'm gonna put you right back on your ass.
fuck. Oh boy. We got it. No! Oh fucking boy. Really? What? Draw the gun giving birth. Ah, that's fucking annoying. No, that's not what I want. Let's take all of these healing items real quick. Yep. Time to do the funny haha. Yep. Boop.
Opening compartment.
Hurry up. Hey, bro.
Cooldown in progress. Please react.
Vor the cheese.
Damn, it needs
I don't know, is the cheese still living? 'Cause otherwise it's just eating. God, it's so fucking hard to aim this thing. Okay. I really hate how long it takes to open up your menu when you... Alright, that's all of those. I suppose I should probably just shoot him twice. You know, after I do this, do another one where I shoot him again.
Power sources.
That way he doesn't get back up like a cuck. Come on, Jill. Jilly Willy. Alright, that's another one.
Power source
Go
remaining.
ahead! I'm gonna put you right back on your ass.
Where are the pustules coming from now? Oh, shit. Well. Fuck! Oh, you're such a cuck, Nemesis. How many fucking pustules you got? Too damn many, that's how many. Aim, bitch! He's throwing a tantrum. Is he collapsing? Yep. Alright. Let's get this. Her eyes are glowing. Unsettling.
All power sources.
Run, Jill!
You think I don't know how to fuck you up?
Do the haha. Get fucked. Are you dead now? Please. Oh shit. I get to barrel stuff him in the mouth. Vor the gun.
Come on! Next time, take the fucking hit!
Oh. He vored the gun.
Good riddance.
Damn, bro. She covered in the goop. Oh, I thought I was gonna go through the hole. That was gonna be cool. Shit. I don't get to go through the hole. Do I? Damn it. Why can't I just carry the railgun around? If I can stand there and fucking shoot it and walk up to him and shoot it more. Oh, we go over here. A bodybuilder definitely would struggle to hold it based on how fucking heavy the end of it would be. We shoved it so far down his throat that we massaged his prostate. That's what happened. Wait, could there be something on the other side of this? Let's check. Nope. Resident Evil Resistance? Yeah, we can play Resident Evil Resistance. I can still catch him. Oh boy. At least this one, like, accelerated and then decelerated. We're gonna fucking snap our necks going up or down it. Oh, heck. No, Carlos. Please.
You're not going to stop. Promised you this, didn't you?
No! Do you have any idea what you've just done?
No. Don't care. My client ordered me to reduce Umbrella to rubber.
10 minutes until missile impact.
The missile has launched. And that is my cue. Goodbye, Miss Valentine. Listen to me when you have the chance.
Uh-oh. Don't get shot, Carlos. Am I Carlos now? No. Shit. Yeah, fuck him up.
Jill! Shoot him!
I can't. I'll hit you.
Do it!
What?
You have to!
Run up! Just go closer and shoot him in the fucking head.
Carlos! No!
What? What? That's not what happened. I pulled the trigger, you piece of shit game. No. Why would I fucking change to assisted? I fucking shot him. Like, I pulled the trigger, it just didn't fucking... It wouldn't let me aim, because, of course, when you're on your knee, in probably the best position to shoot, you're fucking swaying like crazy. Yeah. Bro, what? He better not die.
Hey, I told you I couldn't leave you in a Carlos's world. That would just be too cruel. What about him?
Kill him.
Why'd you do it?
Because it was funny.
There's a price tag for everything. Even making the world burn.
Who are you working for?
I'll tell you, if you get me out of here. I'll pay you whatever you want. You're a fool! If I die, you'll never find out the truth.
I don't mind a little detective work.
Oh boy. Didn't Brad... No, what's his name? Barry comes and saves you in the end of the original, doesn't he? Carlosless. Carlosless.
Jill, you alright?
It was a prank. It was social experiment. And just like in COD 4, the helicopter goes down. Oh, it really does. Oh shit. Oh, no. He saved it. What a fucking pilot. Oh,
Finally over.
we've been irradiated, but it's finally over.
So,
I don't know if talented is the right word. And for what reason do you say that?
All this death wasn't caused by a monster-making virus. It was greed.
Greed is what turned them all into zombies.
I decided then and there, the ashes of Raccoon City would be Umbrella's ashes too. I would end them, once and for all.
They made a Huey with 4 propellers. Oh boy. Look at Yasuhiro. Yasuhiro, oops. And Yukiya Tomiyama and Satoshi Ueda. Go Ozawa. Yep. Just gonna read a name and then had to cough. Can we skip this? Or am I gonna miss something by skipping it? That'd be some shit. China did it. The Chinese virus in Raccoon City. Oh. Huh. C rank. Nice. 6 hours, 30 minutes. That's not bad. There's Yuki. There he is. Alright. What do we got? Jill Stars gear. That's cool. Got some concept art too. Bonuses. Shop. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. So we can get the Resident Evil 1 stuff, essentially. Oh, the defense coins like in Resident Evil 7. That's pretty cool. Increases the amount of ammo gained when crafting. Physical feats such as perfect dodge become easier to perform. Hot Dogger. Was it supposed to be called Hot Dagger? Hot Dogger? Huh. Samurai Edge. Cool. The Raiden. Oh boy. An energy weapon developed by Umbrella, airborne, great stopping power, but only when targeting enemy weak points. So that thing would be good against what's his name, I guess. I don't know. Do you get like infinite ammo with that? Get new chill. Yeah. Imagine them putting that in the base game. Good God. Capcom's horny, but I don't think they're that horny. We got Marvin Brannig. Oh, oops. Oh, that's how. Wait. He's looking at you in disgust. Jill feet now. Oh, cool. That's pretty cool. Stop your horny. That's... Oops. I keep backing out by accident. You've been visited by the horny police. Here's Brad Vickers. Pretty fucking cool. What's he looking? There he is. Now he's kind of looking at you. There he is. Jill feet. Jesus. Now that's the content right there. That's him, officer. Doggy with chunks missing. Mr. Pedophile Doll. Ooh, ha. Dog Nemesis. I don't think we looked at normal Jill. Nice. Oh wait, there's other poses? You telling me? Nope, he's only got one. See? Wow. Oh no. She got turned into a zombie. Uncool. No. Or is that just... No, it's not damaged. Right? Why do they have files that turn her into a zombie? Or is she not a zombie? Is that just the damaged look? I guess that's just the damaged look, but why is she standing like that in this one? She looks like she's like... Huh, weird. Weird Carlos. I love that they got old school Carlos model. Oh, that's him turning into a zombie. So yeah, they... What the fuck? Why do they just have models of them turning into zombies? It's weird. There's no more of him. What about Brad? No, that's Robert. Oops. Yeah, he's got some. Yep, zombie Brad. Sad Brad. What about you? Nope. Why does he even have a model? He literally gets shot in the head 2 seconds after being introduced. What about you? Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Not cool. Nasty. Alright. Should we check out Resident Evil, Resistance then? Real quick. Because I can pull that up. I already got it installed. I'll play it for like 50 minutes or so. I'll just pull this over here and start it on the screen, I guess. You get to play as Albert Wesker. Or against him, maybe. Fuck, I gotta update it. Son of a bitch. What a game. Well, we'll see if it, let's see how long it's gonna take. Hold on. Let's see. Maybe it'll speed up if I plug that in. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for it to download the updates. It just says pre-allocating. It's gonna take a few, I guess. Fucking A. Alright. What else can we do while we wait? Let's go over to this. Guess let's go to that screen. Yeah, Jill's nose hair. Cry of fear. No, I think the download should be like should be pretty quick. It's just gonna take a few minutes to start because Steam is yucky. But come on, game, you can do it. They try and be beep beep beep. Absolutely. Time remaining 1 second. That's what it says. 9 minutes now, it says. 10 minutes. Oh boy. It's just climbing. Now it's going back down. Huh. It's gonna take a while, so let's see. What can we do in the meantime? Let's take a look at... Oh, no, let's just do that. YouTube, let's put some weird ambient music in the background while we wait. Let's see. Nope, that sounds awful. Just Undertale OST. There we go. We'll just put that on. Bring the volume down a little bit. Okay, yeah. Anyway, it'll take a few minutes, but we'll start it as soon as it downloads. Play raccoon eating grapes. You just want to hear the sound of it? Raccoon eating grapes. There's the sound of a raccoon eating grapes. He just grabs them with his little hands, shoves them in his mouth, and eats them. And there's a Russian man speaking in the background. Feet, feet, feet. Stop screaming feet, everybody. Bro, you're gonna get me banned off of YouTube. Fuck. Bro, come on, bro. Look up drunk teacher ASMR. I don't know if I want that. That is not that. This looks like a bunch of uncomfortable, unironic ASMR. Oh god. Yeah, yep. This is all uncomfortable, unironic ASMR videos. Oh boy. Listen to Stinky Steve. Jesus. Fucking 3 minutes left. It may be real, but it ain't showing up in the first thing. The rest of these are really uncomfortable looking. Ugh. Oh no. Oh god, these look... There's like 15 ASMR drunk boyfriend roleplay videos. I want you to know, Caleb, I blame you for what is now in my search history. Morshoe beatbox. I don't want to listen to anybody beatboxing. Parents arguing in the next room, ASMR. Read some Fortnite fart fetish comics. Brap, am I right? I don't know if I want that on my fucking... on Google. Let me just go into an incognito tab real quick. The FBI can know about it, but I don't want it showing up on my phone. Fortnite Brap comic. Images. Oh fucking jeez. Save image as... awful Fortnite image. Cancel. Pull this down. Bring that down real quick. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Let's put it on the BRB screen real quick. Image. Okay. Browse. Awful Fortnite image. Yes. Open. Here you guys go. There's some awful shit right there. Wait, it's a joke. Well, now you got it on your screen, brother. I'm Mary Parpins, y'all. Take off in 3, 2, 1. Fart. Jesus. Ew, I'd rather be stuck in the storm than stuck smelling this fart. I love that she's doing the Fortnite dance, the default dance, while she says that. Has anyone seen my glider? Nope. This is gonna hurt. Oh, there's no prep or parp right there. More Fortnite than Fortnite. Fortnite funnies, that's what it's called. Fortnite funnies. You guys think that was funny? I think so. I think it was the best thing they've ever made. Frankly, whoever made that should be proud. Alright. It's looking like the game is ready to launch. So, let me pause that then. Live streaming, yep, all that shit. All that funny haha shit. Pull that back up in front. Pull this back up. Alright. It's gonna take a while now, I guess. There we go. It's opening. Live transition, go to fuck. Need the game capture, there we go. Okay. Pull that up again and pull that up. Alright. That looks physical. Somebody does have that IRL. That is a scary thought. Brighter a little bit. There we go. Darker. Alright. Picture on the left disappears. Yeah, that's good enough. Agree. Okay. How much is Hello Neighbor on Steam? I'll look once we finish. I'm never playing Garfield Kart. I just want you to know this. Not even once. Oh. Hold on. Sorry about that. I had to take this out of fucking top chat for some reason. Okay. No, fuck. Oops. Well, we skipped the cutscene. Oh well, you can probably watch it on YouTube. Enter tutorial mode? Sure. Check out practice mode if you feel unfamiliar with the game. Okay.
Try moving the camera to look at your surroundings. Use the map to switch to the other camera.
Use the
Spawn
zombie
a zombie
card.
at the indicated location.
F. Okay. There we go. Alright, this is gonna be confusing. Uh-oh. Oh no. Is he really just gonna die? Use a controlled
Control the
zombie.
zombie.
Oh.
Attack the survivor.
Eh. Oh. What I don't think there are any zombies in the game that...
Return to camera mode.
Okay.
Survivors will respawn at the start of the area when killed.
You can be the bad guy or the good guy, kind of like Dead by Daylight.
Drastically reduced. Place a trap at the indicated location.
F. That's freaking funny. Huh! What a fucking idiot.
Use the machine gun skill card to defeat the survivor.
Oh, fuck. Jesus!
Exit firearm mode.
Oh my god, we just shot that poor innocent man. Oh, what are we doing now?
Ultimate skill.
How do we do that? How do we... what? How do we do that? The fuck? Explain what button to press, dog. Because I can't use that button. Are you shitting me? Like, there's no button. Thank you. Thank you, game. You sure did explain what I need to press. I'm pressing F. Trust me, I am pressing F. It's just, okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? There's nothing to the left of 1 except a fucking a tilde, or whatever it's called. And that does nothing. What the fuck? Controls. View controls. Yeah, no, we're using fucking... we're using a fucking keyboard. Piece of shit. Key bindings. Okay, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? These are such piss poor bindings. Like, none of that makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but what is the fucking ultimate? Nope, I can't press the map. I can't fucking do anything. Sticky keys. And now I got no audio. There we go. This is insanely stupid. Give me a second. What the fuck? Key bindings. Eat a fucking dick. Where'd... okay. If you guys see something that says, I don't even know. What would you call that thing? What would you call them? Ultimate skill. If you see something that says ultimate skills in the controls, let me know. You need to buy Fortnite funnies to use it, yeah. Fucking Christ. Alt? No, that's chat. Ultimate attack? What? G? No, it's not that. T? I'm fucking trying everything. Nothing is working. How am I supposed to even know? Oh, fucking Christ. The arrows work as well. So the arrows work, but none of them are binded to the fucking ultimate.
Attack the survivor.
I'm... What was the... oh, time to die, friend. Jesus.
Countdown ended. Experiment successful.
The boy weapon. Alright. Now I know how to do that. Should we do the survival tutorial? Survivor tutorial? Okay. The fuck is this hair? It's like old lady hair. But I'm a teenager.
Ram open the locked door.
Okay. Oh.
Go to the puzzle lock.
What the fuck? Hello.
Find the missing puzzle piece. Each character has a unique personal skill. Use Valerie's to mark nearby items.
Huh.
Find the missing puzzle piece. Attach the puzzle piece to the puzzle lock.
Okay. This is very odd.
Look for the security guard zombie.
So
It will be
regular
carrying
click
the
knives.
security card.
We need to look for security guard zombie.
Defeat the security guard zombie by attacking its unprotected head or back. Pick up the security
We got
card.
him, boys. Oh. The controls are weird.
Unlock the security device. Use the map to locate it.
Alright. Is this like a prank thing?
Head to the exit. Your teammate is near death.
Oh.
Help him.
How did this happen to you, friend?
Valerie's fever skill can heal injured survivors.
There you go, good job.
Head to the exit.
Is that the whole tutorial? No? Wow.
Pick up the umbrella credit. Buy a more powerful weapon from the armory.
Huh. Lightning Hawk. That's a deagle. Cool.
Equip your new weapon.
Okay.
Leave the safe room. Find and destroy the red biocore.
Uh-oh. Find a
You have
blue
been
herb.
infected. Find a blue herb.
Werb? A blue herb?
Use the blue herb to lower your infection rate.
Alright.
Find and destroy the red biocore.
Find and destroy the red biocore. Jesus. Fucking, why did they have to change the click button? So I guess we got infinite ammo.
Final exit unlocked. Activate the switch to open it.
Oh boy. It's like a portal and a portal voice.
Survive until the final exit is
Uh-oh.
opened.
Oh god, the aiming on here is so fucking weird.
The final
Sir.
exit opens in 10 seconds.
I like that they're not walking towards me.
The final exit is open.
There we go. Okay. Alright, let's see. Should we just go in as a mastermind then? I'll only play it for like 30 minutes or so, but... Low tier equipment cost. Chest. What is this? Do we have to? I guess we have to. Hey, what's up, Lee? How you doing? I see you're a Walking Dead enthusiast. Alright. Mastermind. Wait, what? Okay. Customize mastermind. Oh. Huh. This is weird. Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Oh, it's not even a Wesker guy. It's not even like Wesker's kid or anything. Damn. Oh, it's Alex Wesker. Okay. Alright. Spencer. D field. Should we just have a fucking... a spooky laser field? Oh, we can't use them yet. Okay. We gotta use a net. Okay. Loot box. Net uses their biochemical knowledge to make creatures more threatening. And that's research increases the effectiveness of creature buffs. And take control of the G-Birkin bioweapon. Guess we'll go with that. Oh, I don't understand this. Okay, we get dogs and creature. Detonators, okay. Alright. What is this? I really don't understand how this works. What is this? Equipment limit reached. Okay. So we'd have to get rid of one of these then? I'm so confused. Oh, we'd have to probably get rid of one of these. Alright. You know what, let's just keep moving forward. What the fuck? There's zombie clowns? Was this a PS2 game? There was a game on PS2 that was like this. I remember somebody talking about that when this got announced. Okay. Can I do dances or something? Oh my god, there's fucking dances. Why? Oh no. Alright. How do we fucking... Okay. Confirm. No. No, no, no. E. How do we start? Oh, we start there. Oops. Practice mode allows players unfamiliar with the game. Yeah, we'll go into practice mode real quick. Casino? Abandoned park? Let's... I don't know, what should we go into? Let's go into casino, I guess. Okay. Well. Okay, there we go. This is so confusing with all the fucking shit you gotta press.
Your presence here was not an outcome I anticipated all these years ago. It was all a mistake. But I can erase that mistake.
Oh.
Please, reconsider. So many of you are still alive? Very well. Let us
Okay.
continue.
What?
How do you know that this wasn't all foretold?
What is happening? I'm so confused. Am I just opening shit for them?
Shall revise my strategy.
Oh, it's a fucking strip club. Fuck, it's so confusing. Okay, where am I? Block that on him.
I do not think you will be using this route.
Oh, you're fucked. Is anything happening? Like, what the fuck? You're gonna die, sir. Can I take control of anything? Oh, okay. This is odd. Alright, there we go. Hello, sir. What? I don't understand. Like, are they supposed to be moving? Because if this is practice mode, you would think that I'd be able to do something. I guess I'm just gonna kill this guy.
You are nearly there. Give in.
This practice mode is kind of shit. Because there doesn't seem to be anything I can do.
Locking
None of
doors.
these guys move. What the fuck? What is this? Supply zombie?
Their death was necessary. Brutish. Not sufficient for this task.
I guess I'm gonna have to fucking walk around killing everything, like I got a feeling that I'm supposed to go into practice mode with people or something. This is just odd, like. What? This is confusing just because nothing's happening.
Just let it take you.
Like, I can't get anybody to die because nobody's fucking doing anything, so. Alright, what was the button to get out of this, though? V. Alright.
You will all end like this.
Can y'all kill him, please? I mean, I fucking guess.
William, you can still help me.
Hello, sir. Oh, you're dead. Oh, I pushed him into the dog. He's dead. Alright.
Another death. This is inevitable.
Supply zombie, don't give them non-moving fellas anything. Oh, he's being eaten on the ground. Hey, you're supposed to be dead. Fuckface. Guess I'll kill you like this. Again. This practice mode is just weird. I just keep spawning here. Kill him, dogs. Why is there a practice mode where nobody does anything?
You need not fight any longer. Give in.
This is just weird.
Go no further.
Overtime? What an odd fucking practice mode.
Best laid plans. This went as I predicted.
That was weird. It was so fucking weird. Oh, is that what free play means, maybe? Let's try it again. I have to assume that that's...
your odds of survival at 32.3333%. Repeating, of course.
No, she's still not doing anything. Okay. Yeah, they're still not doing anything, right? Oh, well, that guy's dead. This is fucking weird. Okay, fuck this practice mode. I guess we're just gonna go play.
How is this possible?
Fucking weird. Yeah, no, start. Alright. Let's go kill some people online. Hopefully. That'll get the bots to move. Let's see how long it takes to fucking find a match, though. This is taking a fucking while, huh? The game would be neat, it's just like, why wouldn't you have a practice mode where the fucking NPCs do stuff? That's what I don't understand. Like, maybe my settings are fucked up? I don't know. Could use more feet. Jesus. play Left 4 Dead 2 Versus. No, because last time I went into there, which wasn't that long ago, it was like a few weeks ago, there was a fucking dude aimbotting. Awful. I don't get why you would fucking cheat on a 10-year-old game. So dumb. Well, I gotta wait for 2 more people now. Oh boy. It sure is taking a fucking while to play this game. Two more people. Left 4 Dead Corona. What a yummy, I don't know, I don't drink beer. Read some Fortnite fanfics. No, because now it's 4 out of 5, and if I tab out, I might fuck up. I'll try. Oh, nope, there it is.
This isn't personal. I simply need to expunge your existence.
Huh. Really can't turn off my fucking mic. That's nice. Just crawl after them the whole time. This is very confusing.
I cannot sit idly by while you attempt to...
Ha! Get him! Wow, really? Jesus. Fucking crazy. Oh, what the fuck? I don't understand that. Huh.
I will find
God
you.
damn it.
You continue to resist. Yet
Okay,
you will
it
not
keeps
survive
going.
much
I was
longer.
gonna be upset.
You may be
Alright,
slightly nearer to freedom, but I will not. Cannot let you reach it.
Where the fuck are they? Ah. God, the sensitivity is so shit. No! God damn it! Fuck. Let's go to, this one. Cool. Fuck. This takes so much fucking time to try to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Okay.
No, you may take the key, but do not think this is the final challenge.
Really, dogs? Get the motherfucker. Damn. Oh. God damn it. Let me out of this piece of shit. This one. Okay.
Make your peace.
Come on, fucker.
I always had the advantage. Now it is
Not today, bitch. Get bit. Haha. Grab his feet. Jill sandwiches. No. Your friends aren't even helping you. Sad, frankly. Come here, bitch. Woo. Woo. Woo.
A very minor accomplishment. Don't let it go too
Damn.
far.
Finally, bro.
Each step they take brings you closer to death. Your deaths will be further evidence.
Jesus, goddamn, bro.
Research and its
Holy
byproducts
fuck.
are too dangerous for this world.
This fucking rifle shit is hot trash. It is fucking garbage. Why did it do that?
Let's not do that again.
Okay, thanks. And they escaped? Oh, nice. This shit is so confusing.
The next area should see to your demise.
Where the fuck are they? Okay, alright.
Even as you fight, your end draws closer.
God damn it. It shouldn't place them then. If it's gonna place them in the wall, then don't fucking place them. Huh. Ah, get fucked.
These creatures should never have been made.
Ree! Oh,
They prove
fuck.
useful here.
This is gonna be pretty funny. Come here.
You can still help me.
Oh, not funny. Didn't laugh. Ree! Oh, come the fuck on. You are unbearably slow, Bill. Fuck it. I'm not gonna be you then. Fucking walk at a snail's pace.
Each step they take brings you closer to death. I will handle this myself.
Yeah, at least this guy can fucking
I really think you should
walk
stop now.
semi-normal shit. Oh, I guess you just fuck me, right? Man, bite the motherfucker. Get nommed. Boy, get the fuck. Boy, get the fuck back here. God damn it. Huh. Oh. God, this rifle is such a piece of shit. It's so bad. Like, why would I ever fucking use it? It's garbage.
This device is stronger than you think. You will need to do more to escape.
William, we must.
Come here, bitch. Of course. This really just feels like it's beat the fuck out of the mastermind. The game. That's what this feels like. God damn, bro. Like, I can't even fucking move.
I am disappointed.
God damn it. Yeah, you fuck you. Hold back. God damn it. I don't. Nope.
Even as you fight, your end grows closer.
Bro. Come here, bitch. You're dying, fuckface.
Let it take you.
Yep, well, they all escaped. Wow.
This is no victory. Your selfishness has doomed mankind.
Huh. Well, that's that one's a little rough. I don't know. Like, it'd be fun with friends, I'm sure, but you just get your ass beat the entire time. The entire time. Like, you can't fucking do anything. They're just throwing shit at you the whole fucking time. Oh boy. I mean, first impressions go a long way. And the first impressions from that was that there's no way to fucking win with the mastermind. 'Cause they're just gonna fucking shoot the shit out of every camera you go to that's looking at them. And you get a shitty ass rifle to shoot at them. Like, here, let's look at equipment real quick. First of all, I can't use it. Equipment points 5. I only have 3 to use. So in other words, you gotta sit there fucking grinding to level up. Jesus, that's so much grinding. What level did I get to from there? I'm only rank 1. Yeah, it'd be fun if it was balanced, but it just doesn't feel balanced at all. I don't know. Oh well. Well, I think I'm gonna call it quits for today. Yeah. I might stream tomorrow, we'll see. I don't know. But, maybe I'll come back to this at some point and play it, but Minecraft Hunger Games, where there's a chest full of good shit only you can get. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking A. I don't get why you wouldn't make the mastermind stronger. Like, I'm sure I'm just being match-made with fucking people who have been playing nothing but this since the game came out. And that's why. Because I could definitely see that. Especially with the fact that the matchmaking only went to, you know, only found 4 people after like fucking 5 minutes. You know. So, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'll take a look at Hello Neighbor on Steam. We'll see how much it is. But I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Tune in tomorrow. I don't know what we'll do, but we'll do something fun, I'm sure. Alright, see ya. Well, I'll see you now. Bye.